talking a lot about, cultural shifts and cultural changes within an organization. I guess I would say the next question to ask on that is, how do you track it? How do you measure it? And how do you see the importance of having metrics, KPIs within a business? What do you look at, and how would you explain the importance of having clear KPIs and metrics for a reliability and maintenance team?
Yeah, I'm huge on KPIs. Now, when I say that, I also recognize that people do tweak their behavior, or even some people tweak the KPIs themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would like to say is I love KPIs if nobody else could see them except for me. Right? And that's because I'm a data-driven guy. I like to dive into it. I like to troubleshoot, and I like to understand what's going on at the equipment level. And I think that that's what the true reason for KPIs is.
Yeah.
It's not to bonus a guy. It's not to yell at another guy. It's about how to understand what's happening in my organization, and then be able to drill down far enough to understand what I can do about it.
Yeah.
And so what you'll see a lot in organizations is KPIs, you'll have competing KPIs. So you'll have something where it's let's say you're bonused off of a storeroom one, where it's you're bonused off service levels. Yep. Where it's the percentage of time I show up and say, hey, Ryan, I need this part. What percentage of time do you have it for me? But then maybe I'm bonused off the opposite of that. You see that in maintenance, right? So you see availability, they're bonused off availability, but they're also bonused off PM completion. So they're kind of opposites. So you do need opposites, but you have to be careful that departments aren't competing against each other.
Yeah, because then that goes back to this idea of culture within the company and the organization.
Yeah, and then you'll see the next question you want to ask is, if you're implementing KPIs, is what behavior would this drive that I might not want to happen?
Yeah.
So I've seen some sites where here's a prime example for one. I went to a site and they had a schedule compliance metric. And so they were trying to, and so what they did was the planner would issue a work order for a filter change and have it be 12 hours. So the guy would spend 30 minutes, do the filter change, and then do 11 and a half hours of reactive work.
Yeah.
But they were hitting 100% schedule compliance. And it's that doesn't help us do anything. Yeah, you hit your numbers and it's green at the end of the month, but you have to really get into those.